Imagine waking up in the morning, your mind already buzzing with 1,000 thoughts. What should I have for breakfast? Did I lock the door last night? What if today doesn't go as planned? These questions flood in, and before you know it, you're already overwhelmed, feeling like you're running in circles before even stepping out the door. It's a feeling many of us are all too familiar with. The truth is, overthinking is something we all experience to some degree. But what happens when it goes from an occasional nuisance to a constant companion? It becomes a barrier, a mental block. It stifles our creativity, productivity, and joy. It keeps us trapped in a loop of worry, fear, and self-doubt. And the worst part, we think we have to live with it, but we don't. Today I'm going to teach you how to break free from this cycle, how to silence that never-ending stream of what-ifs and allow yourself the freedom to think clearly, live more peacefully, and move through life with confidence and ease. You see, overthinking isn't just about having too many thoughts, it's about not knowing how to control them. And once you learn how, your world will look radically different. Let's start with the first trick. You don't have to answer every thought. This is probably the most important lesson. We often get stuck thinking we must respond to every single thought that crosses our minds. But not every thought requires your attention, your energy, or your action. Think about it. How many times have you found yourself obsessing over a past conversation, replaying every word, wondering if you said something wrong, or if they took it the wrong way? Or how many times have you imagined the worst-case scenario about something that hasn't even happened yet? This is a trap. You don't have to engage with every thought. Not every thought is worthy of your time. The second trick is to embrace the present moment. Overthinking often pulls us into the past or future, but the key to clearing your mind is staying right here, right now. The more we dwell on past mistakes or worry about what might go wrong in the future, the further we drift from the only moment we have control over, the present. Have you ever noticed that when you're fully engaged in something, whether it's a conversation, a project, or even just walking outside, you feel calmer, more focused, and less likely to spiral into overthinking? That's the power of presence. It grounds you and keeps you. It keeps your thoughts from running wild. The simple act of stopping, taking a deep breath, and noticing where you are can make all the difference. Next, we need to learn how to prioritize action over rumination. Overthinking is often fueled by inaction. We get stuck in the endless loop of wondering what the best decision is, what the consequences might be, and what other people might think. Here's the truth: action quiets the mind. When you make a decision, even if it's imperfect, you give yourself a direction. You stop questioning and start doing. This doesn't mean acting recklessly, but it does mean giving yourself permission to take steps, even small ones. Consider a time when you were facing a tough choice or challenge. Maybe it was a job decision, a relationship issue, or even a creative project. How often did you find yourself paralyzed by all the possibilities, unable to take any meaningful steps forward? That's what overthinking does. It stops progress. But when you prioritize action, no matter how small, it creates momentum. And with momentum comes clarity. The more you move, the clearer your path becomes. Now, let's talk about setting boundaries with your mind. Overthinking tends to take over when we don't set clear boundaries on where our thoughts can roam. When we allow ourselves to endlessly explore hypothetical situations, we give up control. To avoid this, establish a time limit for worry. Decide that from 9 a.m. to 15 a.m. you'll allow yourself to think about a particular problem, and then at the end of that time, you're done. You'll find that by scheduling your mental worry time, you reduce its power and influence. When you catch yourself spiraling into an overthinking session outside of your designated time, gently redirect yourself. Your mind is a powerful tool, but like any tool, it works best when you set boundaries. Another powerful strategy is to practice self-compassion. Often overthinking is rooted in fear and self-doubt. We second-guess our decisions because we fear failure or judgment. We worry that we're not doing it right. But the truth is, you are doing the best you can. It's easy to be hard on yourself when your mind is racing, but it's crucial to practice kindness towards yourself. If you wouldn't criticize a close friend for overthinking, why would you criticize yourself? Treat yourself with the same compassion you would offer to others. Remind yourself that it's okay not to have everything figured out. You're doing great, and your thoughts don't have to dictate your worth or your progress. Now, here's a technique I use personally and highly recommend. Get out of your head into your body. Overthinking is a mental trap, but your body is a great way to ground yourself and break the cycle. Engaging in physical activities like yoga, stretching, walking, or even just deep breathing can interrupt the flow of negative thoughts. Focus on the physical sensations of your body, the feel of the ground beneath your feet, the air moving in and out of your lungs, the rhythm of your heartbeat. This shifts your attention away from mental distractions and brings you into the present moment. When you reconnect with your body, you stop the mental overload, and that's when clarity begins to emerge. Finally, let's talk about embracing uncertainty. One of the reasons we overthink is because we crave certainty. We want to know what's going to happen next, how things will unfold, and whether our decisions will lead to surrounding health. But life doesn't work that way. The more we try to control every outcome, the more we feed our overthinking. It's important to realize that uncertainty is a natural part of life. We can never know everything. And that's okay. In fact, it's liberating. When you stop clinging to the need for absolute certainty, you free yourself from the mental burden of overthinking. You allow yourself to take risks, embrace the unknown, and trust that you'll be able to handle whatever comes your way. These 7 tricks I've shared with you today are not just strategies, they are practices. Overcoming overthinking is not something that happens overnight, but with patience and consistency, you can transform your mindset. Remember, you don't have to engage with every thought. Embrace the present moment, prioritize action, set boundaries with your mind, practice self-compassion, get into your body, and above all, embrace uncertainty. By making these small but powerful changes, you can regain control over your thoughts and create the mental clarity you need to live with intention and purpose. So the next time you find yourself trapped in a cycle of overthinking, remember you have the tools to break free. The power is in your hands. Now, take a deep breath. Give yourself permission to let go of the mental clutter and know that you are exactly where you need to be. Thank you for being here, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Until then, remember, your mind is powerful, use it wisely. As we wrap up today's conversation, I want you to take a moment to reflect on the power you have over your own mind. The truth is, overthinking doesn't have to control you. It may feel overwhelming at times, but with the right tools, you can clear the mental clutter and regain control. The 7 tricks we talked about today are simple but powerful, and they're yours to use every day. Now, I want you to take this one step further, make a commitment to yourself. Commit to not letting your thoughts define you. Commit to stepping out of the cycle of overthinking and moving forward with intention and peace. It's not always easy, but each small effort you make will lead you closer to a clearer, calmer, more focused version of yourself. Imagine the life you could lead if you truly stopped overthinking everything, how much more confident, productive, and at peace you'd feel. That life is within your reach, and it begins with a single decision to take control of your thoughts. If you found value in today's session and want to continue exploring ways to clear your mind, find more focus, and achieve your goals, be sure to hit that subscribe button. This community is all about sharing insights, tools, and inspiration to help you live a more intentional life. You're not alone on this journey, and we're here to support you every step of the way. So take the first step towards a calmer, clearer mind today. Hit subscribe and let's keep growing together. Thank you for being here, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Until then, remember, your mind is powerful, use it wisely.